Hey, my name's Grant Cardone. So glad to be with you today. Jamie Shanks, somehow Jamie always convinces me to do this for him. And it is because Jamie and I connected on social media, and his efforts and interest in helping other people with growing their business, growing their sales by using social media, I think is the reason, ultimate reason that I do this for Jamie, and also to help you, okay? So look, when I was introduced to social media just about 8 years ago, I guess, at the age of 50 years old, I didn't understand it. I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know what Facebook was or how to start a page or Google Plus or Twitter. I didn't know any more than maybe you know right now. Maybe you know more than I know. I know this though. When I chose to use social media, what I saw in it that I see so many people miss is these are lines, massive lines, communication lines that cost nothing for you and I to literally build an image, an impression with the marketplace and with the public that would raise the awareness of our products, ourselves, our brands, our reputation, or whatever it is that you want to create in the marketplace. Whether you have hard products or virtual products, whether you have a brand to sell or a company to promote, social media is the way to build it. And I want to talk to you in this segment, in this short segment, about how to literally become a celebrity in your space. When I saw social media, I had a number of frustrations with both radio and traditional TV. And because of my frustrations and my disappointments and not being in charge of my career with radio and TV, and also watching my wife as an actress not be in charge but have to wait for a movie deal or a TV script, I saw social media as a way for me to control my environment, to control my message, to literally control my reputation, my brand, and most importantly, the frequency at which I could communicate that message. So the first thing I had to do was make a commitment. You don't want to use social media, merely use it. You want to literally abuse it, if you will. Okay, don't take that wrong. I tend to over-exaggerate my situations to make a point. What I wanted to do with social media was to take that line and use it as often as possible in a manner that radio and TV would not let me. Look, you and I can't afford traditional TV advertising. You're not going to be invited to Fox News over and over every day. That's who sells all the books. If you notice, the people that have the best-selling books are on TV every day, they're on radio every day, and social media, whether it's podcasts, video streams, a Facebook post, a Twitter, or whether it's a Snapchat. These are mechanisms, powerful mechanisms connecting you with 7 billion people. Only about 20% of them are using social, so that's just going to continue to grow. So I have some notes here I want to go over with, okay? Businesses. You are a business. You are a business. If you're an individual, you are a business. You're a business before you actually form a business. My 4-year-old is a business. My 7-year-old Sabrina is already a brand and an entity. The more she can get attention for her brand, for who she is, for her ideas, the better she's going to do in life, okay? Social media by itself, YouTube for instance, I consider social media, even though some people don't. Social media was the first place where I could literally start streaming out a message of what I teach, what I believe, what my brand is, what my reputation is. In the last 7 years, I guess, with YouTube, we have dropped 3,200 videos. Free. It's not a monetized site. We do not allow ads on the site because I don't want mixed messages with the message I deliver. Why do I use YouTube? YouTube was a place for me to do two things. Number one, get the public to know who I am, and number two, get me to understand how much content I actually had. See, the celebrity in the space is the person that can produce the most content with the most depth. You want width and depth when it comes to social media. Now, I'm going to use some different examples. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, okay? Many of which I won't even mention here. Instagram, I don't really use that well. They all have different personas. They all have different personalities. People go to each one of them to see something different. So they need to be utilized and used, consumed, and abused with different strategies in mind. So with our YouTube channel, my message was to become a sales expert in everybody's mind. That was my number one target and number one goal. I wanted to let the world know I was the leading authority on sales. How do you do that? First, through frequency. You must have tremendous amounts of frequency to build an audience. You're going to start with no followers on each one of these just the way I did. You're going to start with an account that doesn't exist, okay? You're going to start and not know anything. So what? Know this. What is your target? Your target should be to become a celebrity in your space, to become the go-to guy, gal, or company, the brand which everybody sees as top of mind. I talk about this in the book, If You're Not First, You're Last. If You're Not First, You're Last is a New York Times best-selling book, and a lot of people think it's a sales book, but really it was about getting the customer that you want to think about you first in their mind. How do you do that? With frequency first, with width, not depth. You need width. I need lots of content so that when people search sales or prospecting or closing or handling objections or sales training or sales motivation or sales tips or sales meetings, anything and everything to do with sales, if you Google my name and anything to do with sales, you're going to see me post something about that message. Now, maybe you're not in sales training. Maybe that's not what you do. Maybe you sell cars, or maybe you sell plumbing or roofing, or you're in network marketing. It doesn't matter what the product is. What matters is you first, or the brand, the company. What can you post on today? What can you talk about today? There's an endless list of things. The first thing to have is a target, become a celebrity. The second thing is to think with frequency. How much frequency? Can you drop something every day? Every day next year would be, in the next 12 months, would be 365 videos just on YouTube. Now, a little trick that I use, if I'm gonna drop something on YouTube, I'm also gonna multi-purpose that content into an article on LinkedIn, into an article on Medium, into an article for entrepreneur.com. Again, these are all social sites for me. No longer are they magazines to me. They're all social sites. I'm trying to connect socially around the globe. My overall purpose is to meet 7 billion people on this planet, which would mean at some point I need to start translating my content into other languages. See, most people wonder how to best gain followers, subscribers, and likes. I'm not concerned about followers, subscribers, and likes in the beginning. I'm concerned about getting frequency of content, width of content. It's going to allow me to start clarifying my depth and understanding of my content. So let's say that you own a beauty salon, okay? Well, what you want to do with that beauty salon is everything and anything to do with beauty salons, products, hairstyles, anything, whatever your space is, okay? You want to use the 10X rule, the 10X concept. 10 times whatever you think is enough. If you think one post a day is enough, I promise you it's closer to 10 and probably closer to 50 or 60 or 80 or 100. Now, many people think that's too much. Many people think I post too much. I tweet every 10 minutes from my office, 365 days of the year, 24 hours, 7 days a week, Sundays included. Why? I don't know when you're on. I don't know when they're on. I don't know when somebody finds a tweet or a YouTube post or a Facebook, okay? Now, this is how I did it, okay? First thing I did was this. Again, I want everyone to know I am the leader in the space. It started for me with sales, okay? When I started dropping content in, I started learning for myself how much I understood about sales. And guess what? The more I posted on the sales, the more I built out my social media following to the point, here we are 8 years later, to where I'm considered an expert also on social media. I think today we have, I don't know, some 1 million people this week will hit as fans, followers on my Facebook fan page. When I started Facebook, I used a personal page. We went through 5,000 followers, got 5,000 followers almost like in 3 or 4 months. It felt like forever. I exceeded their limit and realized, oh, I did the wrong thing. I should have had a fan page from the get-go because there's no limit. This week we'll hit over 1 million followers on my fan page. Now, I'm not telling you that to brag. I'm telling you that to tell you how to get there. First is become a celebrity. If you don't think about the celebrity aspect, that you want to become the go-to, the A-lister in the space, you're not going to produce enough content to ever get anything close to what you actually want social media to do for you. So number one, when used consistently and frequently, I promise you, with the celebrity thing in mind, it will make you top of mind with your customers. Top of mind to the point of being annoying. That's right. You must be willing to be annoying. You must be willing to infiltrate that audience that you have. You're going to lose some of them to get a new audience. You want people talking about, this guy posts too much. I can't believe you post too much. I've had best friends say, I had to drop you off my Facebook page, man. too much, too often. Okay, well look, I didn't go out with social media to make friends of people I already have friendships with. I'm using social media to build my business. I am abusing social media to build a network of like-minded people. And to do that, you have to crush through the noise with frequency. Number 2, again, it allows you to become the expert in the space. You want to be the go-to guy or gal. This is what will control your volume of business and the profitability of your business. If you're second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth tier, you're never going to get paid what you deserve for your product. Okay, number 3, you can control your reputation and engage with your customers in ways to solve problems, answer questions, do surveys, and even find out what the title of a book should be. Okay, for instance, I just finished this book. I wrote this book in 2 hours. Okay, now this is the amazing power of social media. In 2 hours, I wrote the book. Within 2 weeks, we had it finished. In 4 weeks, we had it translated into 37 languages other than English. How did I do that? I went on social media and said, hey guys, I just finished my millionaire booklet and I want it translated into Russian, Spanish, Chinese, and 2 other languages. 37 different languages reached out to me. Grant, what about Hindi? You got to get Hindi. Grant, you got to get this language. You got to get that. I'm like, let's roll, okay? 37 languages because I reached out on social media. Now, let me tell you what it cost me to have this book translated into 37 languages. Nothing. Nothing. In fact, the social media presence of 8 years of too much, too often, people complaining, dropping great content every day. Why would you apologize for dropping great content? What to do, what to avoid doing, tips, how to avoid. You're helping people every day with your product, your brand, with your intelligence, with your know-how. Why would you apologize for too much? You wouldn't. And then all of a sudden people want to help you back, all right? So it can drive people also to your websites and offers to call for actions, as you know. Now, I use what's called a 95-5 rule. 95% of the time I'm giving free content out, 5% of the time I'm going to advertise a product and I'm going to push hard that 5% of the time. 95% of the time, my content is completely free. Today we'll do 2 Facebook streams. I'll do at least 30 Snapchats. We'll drop at least 2 video streams onto Twitter that are now 1.5 minutes long. I'll consume and use each one of these. Music.ly. I'm using music.ly and I'll do some dumb music video today. I've used Periscope and Meerkat. They're going to go away and disappear. I'm going to use anything and everything to get the message out there. Now, I know some of you might be thinking right now, man, the guy is intense. You need to get intense. I don't have the problem. You need to use these social medium streams for what they are. They're free lines of communication, networks, to wrap the planet, okay, to help you build your brand into the number one thing people think about. Now look, many companies and people get caught up in this measurement and analysis of return on investment in their social media. I don't study ROIs, okay? I own 5 companies. I do not do ROI analysis. I do reach analysis. Did I reach more people? The money you want is in the hands of people. If people don't know you, they will not give you the money they have. If people don't trust you, they will not buy from you. People do not buy from people they like. They buy from people they know that are repeatedly in the marketplace every day saying, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. See, the fact with social media does not generally function as an engine for a direct sale. But the truth is, what is the ROI on not being known? If I don't know you, what is the ROI? Why doesn't anybody do an ROI on, I don't know you? If I don't know you and you didn't spend any money and you spent no energy and you spent no effort and you spent no creativity, you're the loser in the deal. Because here's the thing. If people don't know me, they can't buy my product. And if people don't know me, and if I don't create enough content for those people, I can't serve them. Everybody loses. So abandon any idea of ROI. And understand that you want to meet people. You want the world to know that you're a strong brand that's dependable, that's consistent, that's effective in the marketplace, that's there every day, okay? Even maybe more than your clientele or your prospect wants you to be there. It's important to understand that social media, who uses it, how they use it, what their personality is when they're using it, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, my experience is the same person, Jim Johnson, on Facebook is different when he's on Snapchat, is different when he's on YouTube. The same individual somehow, for some reason, changes what he wants, how he acts, how he receives information when he's on Twitter than when he is on one of these other channels. I see people in a Periscope stream, and they seem to be different on a Facebook stream. I have no idea why, okay? I don't know what the psychology of that is. I just know it's going on. So you need to use each one of these mechanisms until you figure out what is the personality, what is that frequency that is being used by these people, what changes in that environment. Remember, somebody could be on a Facebook stream watching some show that I'm doing on business and literally in the stream and go play Pokemon. Did they change personalities? Same phone, same device. They're playing Pokemon, doing nothing, okay? You understand what I'm saying? They watch Facebook maybe for a very important piece of information. Maybe they're just scanning their Twitter feed to see what the top dumb message of the day is. I don't know. Social media is not a waste of time unless you're not thinking about becoming a celebrity. If you're not thinking about becoming a celebrity, it is a complete waste of time. And in fact, I will tell you, 99.9% of the people using social media today are being used by it, and it is a waste of time. See, I once thought the same thing. It wasn't until we took our activity levels to literally 10x levels that it no longer was a waste of time, and we started to build our followers, our likes, our fanatics, not just our fans, but our fanatics, people that were actually willing to share my content with their audience, okay? I quickly saw the potential and power in it once I started hitting the right numbers. If you're not getting big responses, if you're not getting positives and negatives, you're not hitting enough frequency. The only businesses, brands, people, individuals that are not getting enough from social media today, that believe it is a waste of time, number one, are not using it at all. Number two, not using it correctly. Number three, not using it enough. This is the biggest sin of all. And number four, not using all platforms. If you ask me, Grant, which of the social media platforms is your favorite? You do not understand social media. There is no favorite. Which customer is the favorite? Which prospect is your favorite? Who is your favorite customer? I don't have a favorite. TV, radio, knocking on doors, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, what goes away next? I don't know what's going to be next. Will music LY work for me? I don't know. I got to figure it out, okay? Somebody else can't do that for me. A lot of people are concerned about what they should post. Post. Figure it out later. You'll get feedback on it. People get overwhelmed and end up doing nothing. They sit there and figure out, what should I do? What should I put? It didn't look right. The light didn't look like. It's too grainy. The message wasn't right. Everything wasn't edited. If you wait for perfect, you will do nothing. Perfectionism is just a fancy word for procrastination and giving up and quitting and not being in the game. So with social media, look, there's no rules. Anybody that tells you there's rules, okay, doesn't understand this game. So to wrap it up for you, all right, look, a lot of people are concerned about what they post, how it looks. Will people like it? You don't need people to like it. You need to post it, okay? You don't need to look perfect. You don't need to go do your hair and your makeup. You need to post the content. Frequency is the way to greatness. Without frequent posts, you will not find out what works and what doesn't work. And by the way, your audience needs to see that all your posts aren't great. Also, don't rely on one forum. If you're using images a lot, use text sometimes, okay? If you're using images and text, flip the video. If you're using long videos, go to short videos. If you're using short videos, go to long videos. You get it? Don't become dependent upon one social medium. Many of these will not exist as long as you will. And you're going to learn through frequency what works, what doesn't work, what works better. Surveys are awesome to get people involved. I do surveys probably 3 times a week. Okay, so what do I want you to know from this, all right? Number one, become the celebrity in your space. Become the celebrity in your space. Look to be the A-lister in your space, whether you're doing plumbing or network marketing, whether you're doing sales training or writing books, okay? Whether you're doing SEO and you're a genius at SEO or you're an engineer, you need to be on social media. You need to hammer it. You need to beat it up. You need to think about 10x, 100x, 1000x. Think frequency first, then you'll understand and clarify your depth. You will become the celebrity in your space. Look, anything I can do to help you grow your celebrity, okay? To collaborate with you, to make you more famous in your space. Reach out to me. I'm at Grant Cardone on every channel. We're gonna include some stats below to show you what's real. We don't buy followers. We gain them through delivering great content. If I can help you, I want to help you. Jamie asked me to help you today, so I hope this helped you. I hope you find this useful. I hope you understand and learn that you're not going to make a sale until you're known. Until people know you, they can't trust you. Once they know you and they trust you, then you have a shot at actually showing them what you have to offer them that will solve their problem. Hope you enjoyed this. My name's Grant Cardone. If I can ever help collaborate with you to grow your brand, okay, to grow your brand, to build your Facebook page or your Twitter account or your YouTube or your Facebook, whatever it is you want, hey, I'm here for you. I'll help you. Thanks a lot.